I've always tried to teach you two things. First, never let them see you bleed.
And the second?
Always have an escape plan.
During Michael's 2005 sexual abuse trial, Jermaine would try to support his brother again with a shocking plan, secretly chartering an airplane to fly Michael out of the country before the jury could render its verdict.
There was a plane. It could have been at a nearby airport. Where would it have taken Michael?
We would have gone to the Middle East, to Bahrain, to Saudi.
They would have put you in prison for the rest of your life if they had caught you doing that.
They wouldn't have caught me.
Secretly chartering an airplane to fly Michael out of the country
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Roger, flight D07, approaching runway 7 Bravo. Have the flight crew, thank you for flying with us. Have a pleasant day.
Michael was not with us way before he arrived to the airport.
What do you mean by that? You had not seen
way
him for
before
a
he
long
arrived to
time?
the hospital.
There was a plane. It could have been at a nearby airport. At a nearby airport.
And yet there's an amazing revelation in the book to me. During the child abuse trial, you had a plane ready to get him out of the country to Bahrain if it looked as if the trial was going against him.
Before the verdict?
Yeah.
Very good. Then you're the first one that got it right.
You also said that if Michael had been found guilty of these charges, you had a plan to get him out of the United States. Can you tell us what
I said? You got to read the book.
Okay. What did you say?
I did read the book, and you did say you were going to take him to Bahrain.
I am going to finish that.
Okay, because we don't have tons of time. I want to give you the chance to answer.
I'll get to the point. But I prayed and prayed. I spoke to his attorney, Tom Mesra. He said, we're going to be fine. And I trusted the system. It couldn't be. It couldn't be. My mother said he's dead. I knew.
Just say, okay,
Jermaine,
yes.
Bigger question. Your relationship with your brother, you loved your brother. There were years and years when you didn't talk to him. It was up and down, but always loving, right? Were you, how can I put this? In some way, were you not surprised that Michael met a premature death, whatever way that it was?
No, we put it like this. Michael was fine. He was fine. He was looking forward to these shows. There were no symptoms. Even the autopsy report says that there was no self-administration. Even before the dissident shows, he was healthy. We saw him May 14th. He was ready. He was ripped. He was excited. He had a 5-year plan after this event.
But when you were saying his body was hot and his body was cold, those are symptoms.
These are symptoms that they were giving it to him more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 days. So when you have this in your system so much, this was what happened. He was toxic poison.
Steve is asking, did you somehow see that coming?
No, it sounds
and
like
you certainly did not.
No, because it came from the doctor. Demerol did not give him those symptoms.
So your family had concerns with Michael and some prescription drugs before, so that was in 2008?
That was in 2002. Michael asked for Demerol because of excruciating pain from the Pepsi burn and a fall that he had in Germany. The hydraulics gave way and he fell on his back. Excruciating pain. Since then, Michael's been fine. He's been healthy. And for them to try to paint him out to be a drug addict,
all right,
that ain't going to work.
This gets to the point of your work.
My mother said he's dead. I knew. My mother said he's dead. I knew. We didn't know about propofol. I just found out about this drug, which I can't even pronounce hardly, but my mother said he's dead. I knew. But it's all going to come out.
Sure.
It's all going to unfold.
Do you know what it is and you're waiting for it to come out? Right.
Yes. Yes, I do.
You just don't feel it's your place to tell you what the authorities
I can't say, but I know because they were always after him, and he felt that his life was going to be taken. Because they were always after him, and he felt that his life was going to be taken. He was fine. He was looking forward to these shows. There were no symptoms. Even the autopsy report says that there was no self-administration. Even before the dissident shows, he was healthy. We saw him May 14th. He was ready. He was ripped. He was excited. He had a 5-year plan after this event.
We just got word on a crazy story. Jermaine Jackson has come forward with information on his late brother Michael that we've never even heard before. He told Access Hollywood that Michael was supposed to be at a meeting inside the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. Now, Jermaine said his brother slept through a number of early morning appointments, and that day was one of them. Michael was apparently already in New York for 2 concerts at Madison Square Garden and had stayed in town for this meeting. Jermaine said, "My mother had stayed up with him all the way until 4 in the morning, and he just slept. He missed his appointments, which was great." Wow, talk about crazy. Michael's death was enough of a shock in 2009, and we can't even imagine if he had passed away on 9/11 as a result of the attacks. Pretty crazy story, and you can read more about it in Jermaine's new book, You Are Not Alone, Michael Through a Brother's Eyes.
But he's one that's always like looking to catch you or pull pranks and stuff, which myself, Marlon, and Michael, we were all the pranksters. There was a time when he was in the wheelchair. And that was definitely misleading because he wanted to give them what they wanted. Think that he was down and out and sick and everything, but if you really look at that picture in the wheelchair, he's sitting up.
And that was before the tour, wasn't it? Before he announced the tour.
Yeah, because they were saying that he wasn't healthy and this and that. And it was the type of Willy Wonka act where he was going to, he's coming down the red carpet with the cane. All of a sudden he goes and does his thing and he say, "I'm back." He was the master showman as well. This was one of Michael's stunts because look at his posture. He's sitting up, saying that he had problems with lungs and this and that, and he wasn't healthy. He was dancing 4 hours a day. It was his way of manipulating the press. Michael was the master of manipulation, especially the press, because he knew they were on to him, and also he was the ultimate showman. But when you look at this picture clearly, you will see that he's sitting up. He's not slouched.